Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay here. It's been quite some time since my last cast. I guess I could just talk about it a little bit. Replays haven't really been too abundant since my last cast, which is I guess why I also chose to do a 2v2 from an older tournament series as well. But yeah, this is also going to be following that sort of logic as well. As this is from the TeD Cup, the 6th one, which is just gonna cast the one, not the entire BO3, between Moon and Colorful in the semi-finals of the playoffs. So I mean, I guess replays kind of slow down at this time of the year, and just have to make do. I mean, honestly, I haven't really been too keen on sitting down and recording a video anyway, so I guess it all kind of lined up regardless, but I figured I might as well cast a game now that I finally have some free time. I'm not sure if any more free time will be had in the near future, but we're just chugging along. We have Moon spawning in as the red Night Elf player in the top right, going for a Priestess of the Moon start here with a very delayed Ancient of War. Never mind, the Ancient of War was placed down at the camp instead. Yeah, wow, I am rusty. I've completely forgot about the Ancient of War placements. As we do have more of a delayed Ancient of War coming in from Colorful, who will be spawning in as the blue Night Elf player in the top left. Colorful going for Demon Hunter first. Ancient of War is gonna take some time. We'll also need to produce an archer or two before the Demon Hunter will probably start that camp. Demon Hunter is probably just going to go and solo a green camp by himself, maybe? Unless he's just gonna start it off right here. Timing is a bit weird on Colorful's side. But regardless, we do have Moon just clearing out his own respective camp here. True Shot Aura being the first ability for the Priestess, as the Ancient of War is continuing to camp, or to tank this creep camp. Alrighty, well, I mean, with the Priestess start here, it seems kind of obvious where Moon is going to go this game. Most likely for some early Huntress pressure into maybe a Dryad transition. Mass Archers is a bit iffy on Night Elf Mirrors, since Archers do resist piercing a little bit with their Lude's Grace. As the Demon Hunter, yikes, took quite a bit of a beating there. That's mainly due to not getting any support from the Ancient of War, as the Ancient of War did have to spend a bit of time training up those first archers there. So Colorful is just gonna use the entirety of his Moonwell pool, as we are about to start getting into nighttime. And we should just have standard starts here for Colorful. Already going for that early tier 2. Need to look out for any potential Hunter's Hole being placed, as we do have an expansion coming down here from Moon. Hunter's Hole already done for Moon, so he is going to be starting his Hunter's production, as we do have the first one out and about. This could be problematic if Moon chooses to harass Colorful early on, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Just probably just going to continue farming, maybe clear out that gold camp as soon as this Tree of Life is completed, as Demon Hunter is going to be going after the Ogre Magi there. Gonna be using the Troll Berserker Trapper trick there. Not all too perfect, but Demon Hunter does manage to take out the Magi with very little HP taken out from him, so that's fine. As did force the Wisp to detonate there. Level 2 Demon Hunter versus level 2 Priestess. Priestess already got herself the Searing Arrows, meanwhile Demon Hunter has the Mana Burn and Evasion. Yeah, I was gonna say, it wasn't too clean. It was very nice that those archers there pulled this one trapper, but one of the ogres was actually able to swing the Demon Hunter, which is not something you would want happening, but it didn't really matter all too much in the end, since, well, yeah, Demon Hunter was able to take out the Magi pretty quickly regardless, as Wisp is gonna detonate on the side of Colorful, as Priestess is not doing too much herself. Didn't actually clear out the gold camp, as she is looking for potential fights maybe. Demon Hunter is going to pick up the Staff of Teleportation, as wasn't able to pick up any boots just yet. He does have the gold for it, but he is actually going to spend that on the Panda hire, as it seems like Moon did actually preempt this, as the Panda is kind of stuck here in the tavern. So I was wondering what Moon was trying to do here, and well, that was rather unfortunate for Colorful. Is going to lose himself the Panda very early on, and is going to, yeah, just give that little bit of XP over to the Priestess. Right, you don't normally see those kind of things happening, but Moon was like 100% sure that Colorful was gonna go for a Tavern Hero. I mean, it does make sense. Demon Hunter is very rarely seen by himself, and he is normally followed up by either a Naga or maybe a Panda. So yeah, that was just very good decision making there from Moon. Colorful probably could have prevented that. His Demon Hunter, I believe, could have made his way to the Panda, either through like TP staff into like giving the TP scroll, or I'm pretty sure he was nearby enough that he could just walk over and transfer the item. Yeah, it was a bit weird that he was satisfied with leaving his Panda to die, but regardless, level 1 hero gets revived pretty quickly, and yeah, just gonna be power farming it out, it seems. We do have the double Ancient of Lores completed for Colorful, as the yeah, don't have an Ancient of Wonders just yet. I'm not sure if Moon has his own either, as it looks like he's just gonna be placing down his own Ancient of Lores here. Huntresses haven't done too much, but there are a good number on the field already, so I mean, there's absolutely no way Colorful can actually pressure his opponent, so yeah, I guess the Huntresses kind of act as that initial front line until they get killed off later on for those beers, as yeah, Demon Hunter trying to get that first Ancient of Lore to get cancelled there. Is going to get surrounded by those Huntresses, but he does have the TP staff available. Is going to take quite a bit of a beating there, as he is no longer invulnerable, but regardless, TP back home and just drank a couple of Moonwells as well for his troubles. Ancient Wonder does get placed down now, and we do have a couple of bears being queued up through the Ancient of Lores from Colorful. So far, pretty standard, like I said, for Colorful's side. Panda as the second hero pick, and of course being the focus of the
A town is under siege.
the experience farming, he needs to do a lot of work, especially since Moon can easily add in a couple of Dryads to his comp. Panda's there to just deter those bears, I guess. Maybe Drunken Haze for that mischance. But yeah, not gonna find too much value against those Dryads specifically. As, yeah, Demon Hunter just being annoying. Might be able to take down this Ancient of Lore, but the Wisp is going to be brought over to repair whatever the Demon Hunter has done. And very nice unit blocking there from the Dryad, in addition to the Soul Poison from the other Dryad. Just a couple hundred more points, hit points off of that Demon Hunter, yes please. And yeah, Moon is looking pretty good right now. Already tier 2, caught up in tech. has an expansion above his opponent, and yeah, I mean, there's not really much to like really criticize Moon's player. I guess the only thing is that he is still at 1 production building, but I imagine that's going to be rectified very soon. Never mind, I was completely wrong. He already had a 2nd Ancient of Lore here anyway, so really can't really complain about Moon right now. Colorful, on the other hand, he really needs to do something about the expansion. I'm not sure if he's even aware of Moon's expansion. It doesn't look like it. So yeah, this is a bit problematic, but he is starting to lay down some pressure here with this potential siege. Ancient of Lore did not get repaired, so Moon will probably lose himself one of those Ancient of Lores, but Moon is counterattacking here. Already tier 3 for Colorful, so that is going to be quite a bit of HP to burn through. Moon's tier 3 is still on the way, could easily be focus fired, but TP Scroll is just getting channeled through the Demon Hunter instead, and the Priestess was just going to TP back home herself as well. So all in all, not the most I guess eventful sieges on both sides. 1 Ancient Lord did get taken down, and I don't think Colorful actually lost anything on his side. Maybe a couple wisps, I don't know. But yeah, Moon is still looking pretty good right now.
Forces are under attack.
It's just that once his tier 3 is done, and maybe he gets those couple of bears out on the field, he should be able to catch up to Colorful, because right now Colorful is looking a little bit scarier since he already has Master Trained bears on the ground. Does have a couple of archers, actually a lot of archers on the ground, kind of clogging up the supply for now. Ideally you'd want to replace them for those dryads or maybe even more bears, as Moon is once again attacking the main base of Colorful. Meanwhile, Moon also gonna do the same. Ancient Wonders did get taken out in exchange for, I guess, just a Moonwell. Panda's gonna get preserved back home to yet again defend his home base. Drunken Fire combo onto those Huntresses, doing quite a decent amount of damage. Probably gonna go for another wave of spell casting there, as we do have a Shadow Meld in effect, but it was a little too late on that one, and those Huntresses are going to take quite a bit of damage indeed. I believe we did have a Scroll of Healing to try and negate that Drunken Fire combo, but yeah, it's definitely not enough. Panda is down to half HP, however, and the TP Scroll is being channeled by the Demon Hunter, so yeah, Priestess needs to TP back. Bit of a late start, but I guess better late than never. It's going to lose couple of Huntresses and a Troll High Priest. What on earth was lost here for Moon? Wow, Moon actually lost a lot of infrastructure, almost lost himself the Hunter Soul, lost himself both of his Ancient of Lores. That's a pretty big deal, I think. Yeah, and he did lose like 2 or 3 Moonwells as well, so yikes, Moon is looking kind of crippled. He definitely stayed a little too long at his opponent's base. I mean, he himself didn't really get too much on his end, so like the counterattack or the repeat attack once again from Colorful, just continuing to lay down that pressure. Ancient of War is gonna go down, but the Ancient of War wasn't really that much of an asset for for Moon. Hunter Soul is definitely just prime target to get taken out, and yeah, Moon doesn't really have anything to defend with. He has 4 Dryads, no bears. He has an expansion, but the expansion hasn't really like made an impact, which is surprising because he had the expansion for almost the entire game. He was just really slow on his production. I definitely think he should have gotten greedy. As soon as he lost his first Ancient of Lore, he should have made 2 more, so he had like 3 in total. 2 probably is a little too slow because you're not really catching up at that point, you're just trying to break even. Because your opponent already has 2 Ancient Lures, you need 3 to at least catch up and take advantage of that extra gold mine. But yeah, that turned out really bad for Moon. The past 3 minutes, I am actually shocked that actually happened, that Moon was able to lit that through. Like Master Dryads, I do love this comp, but this comp is mainly just there to fight. It's not really there to counterattack and try and siege up your opponent. It's to just harass the main army as much as possible with slow poison. And yeah, unfortunately, Moon wasn't really in a position for that. I mean, he didn't really seek out these kind of fights, he more just accepted the trades of the base trade, and it definitely bit him in the ass, I think.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here comes the roar, instantly gonna get abolished, as we do have a Drunken Fire from the Panda, only gonna affect those Huntresses and Archers, as the Dryads are trying to focus fire the Druid Claw. Might be able to take one down, but is going to get preserved back home. I believe we only have 1 preservation staff for the blue side, as the second bear is going to go down. Another Drunken Fire is going to be cast. The Dryads are chasing down their prey at least, which is kind of good. But right now Moon is not really caring about his macro control at all. He's just trying to brute force this as much as possible. Priestess is going to hit that level 5, but she does get instantly mana burned by the Demon Hunter. Level 5 Panda, level 4 Demon Hunter. I mean, Moon's wiping out his opponent's army pretty nicely. It's just that he's also losing his own army in the process, and his Priestess did take quite a beating as well, and she has to contend with two similarly leveled heroes, and that is honestly not really doable with Priestess. Priestess is not there to fight heroes, she's there to provide the True Shot Aura, obviously, and she's not gonna find herself doing too well in the next couple of minutes. I mean, Demon Hunter is super close to dead, but he does have a TP scroll just in case he needs it. He will be able to use it right now, but honestly, all Colorful needs to do is heal up with Rejuvenate and get back into the fight yet again. Wellspring is indeed upgraded for Colorful at least. Moon, on the other hand, even though he did have tier 3 with the Hunter Soul, he still wasn't able to get that upgrade done, so it's honestly game at this point. He's kind of very, very behind in terms of just I guess position in the board, on the map. I don't know why I say board, I've been playing way too much tabletop games for some reason. As yeah, I mean, Master Dryad's unupgraded, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously the upgrades were on the way with Hunter Soul, but since it was like basically one hit from death, the upgrades weren't able to finish. Main base does get rebuilt, but is that going to be enough to defend against this impeding attack? 6 bears on the ground for Colorful. He does have a couple of Dryads as well, just to add in to that army comp. As yeah, still pumping out more bears. Yeah, this is not good for Moon at all, which, yet again, I'm going to emphasize, I was surprised that Moon was fine with this sort of base trading mentality, considering his comp was definitely not made for it. +1, +0, bears and Dryads versus 0/0 Dryads. I guess the +1 does get mitigated, or at least evened up with the True Shot Aura, but yeah, the bears are just way too tanky to burn through with just Dryads alone. Panda was not really a factor in that game, but if Moon had the Panda, it might have maybe worked out well for him, because the Drunken Haze alone would have probably saved a couple of Dryads there from a bit of claw attacks. But yeah, that was a shocker, honestly. Moon did play very well in the first half, but I have absolutely no idea um, how he thought base trading was worth worth it. So yeah, that is going to be that. Hero score apparently was pretty big, but yeah, I think it was just that decision to base trade for some reason. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys again whenever.